Boyo Draft Award 22 is here. People, it's time to win again.
This is the time for us to draft until we draft. That must be our slogan and rallying cry now. And along the way, we should be asking ourselves some critical questions.
Are we still enjoying 3 square meals a day? While our boys on the ground lack the basic gear they need to resist the occupiers?
Are we still living a life of luxury and comfort? While our brave restoration forces lack medical supplies at the home front?
Are we still throwing big birthday bashes while our restoration forces lack basic communication equipment to maximize their efforts?
Are we still going on cruises and expensive vacations?
We don't need cry for love now. What I finish for our eyes, what I finish for
Master Robuster on the beat.
We don't need cry for love now. What I finish for our eyes, what I finish for our eyes.
Anaisa sia esungai akoma chisa for more. Anaisa sia esungai akoma chisa for more. Hallelujah to more, eh. Hallelujah to more, eh. Wen koma igali kongo, ichini konge. Wen koma igali kongo, fabal kom nilema. Wen koma igali kongo, ichini konge.
Good evening once again, fellow Amazonians, ladies and gentlemen. I want to apologize on behalf of the undaunted crew with their huge desire to carry us tonight, but it would appear from their end of the studio we're having issues to connect. I want to believe that the panelists, the son and the daughter of Boyo County, are actually watching me now and they can hear my voice. Without any waste of your time, I think I just take us directly to them so that we start the discussion. We are already too late and we have just a few minutes to get into the Zoom. Sister Flo, welcome.
Thank you,
I
sir.
want to apologize for that network issue. We're back. Let's get to talk from where we stopped, please.
Okay, thank you again, Comrade Paddy, for this opportunity for the two of us to talk about Boyo. Boyo has four LGAs. 3 of those 4 speaks the same language, the common language, Itenge-Kom. And Boyo is one of the counties that was touched by the recent storms of the coup plotters. And if we are here today drafting Boyo, it means that Boyo is still standing and standing strong. They try to make us fall, but we refuse to fall, and we are standing. So Boyo is functioning as a county because the 4 LGAs are not fully constituted. So we decided to come together as a county and then organize ourselves. And then particularly the Boyo that stand strong with this interim government led by Dr. Samuel Ekome Sako. So I just want to encourage everybody, all the sons and daughters of Boyo, to come in and then draft for Boyo. And to also make it, or to put it on notice, that this war is real. We are not joking. This war is real. The same way La Republique is fighting and then killing us, it is the same way that we are going to make sure that we are serious with the war. And the only way to do it is to draft for Boyo, so that our volunteer fighters can be able to have sticks that they can be able to defend themselves and defend our vulnerable civilian population. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. The only way is to press on. The only thing we'll get now for get stick. Now you talk other fine panel, but them sister Flo, please. You know, say today na day for when me and you first get fine. You not dress fine, so you get fine. I go as we the enter Zoom, ma I read Naya and nature they find a way to beat me now because I don't overhaul never long. But immediately we enter Zoom, you get for na me I go for put the case. Man not talk plenty.
Oh, thank you, Paddy. I just want to congratulate you for doing a great job for Ambazonia. Nobody can pay you and your crew, the smart girls. I call them smart girls. They're very, very smart. Nobody can pay them enough to fight this war, this media war for us. So, in that light, I want to join the voice of our Honorable Ernest to say that Boyo is standing strong despite the hiccups. We call it hiccups because no matter how you can manipulate people, there are some people who always analyze, take priorities, and decide for themselves what is right and what is wrong. I never ever contacted NS to say, oh, let us stay with the interim government, NS. I've never contacted anyone. People analyze for themselves what is right for our struggle. Nobody told me to come and join the struggle. I came because I felt the heat. And because I felt that heat, nobody's going to push me around to do what is not right. And today, Boyo is drafting, and we are inviting all the sons and daughters of Boyo, those who are able to prioritize right. Because some people take this draft as they don't even look at it at all. But for me, it is a priority at this moment to fight for my people, to defend the people of Boyo. Jua stood up on his own to do it. And I can assure you that the spirit of Jua is still around today, fighting. Even though some people thought he was dead, he is not, because there are some Juas that are here now. And putting my feet into Jua's shoes, right now I can understand and feel what Jua used to feel then, with the coup plotting, with the bribery and corruption, with the injustice and all the like, name it. But the upright in heart will always fight for justice. No peace without justice. Thank you, Paddy.
Thank you very much, ma. I talk so my head in over only one connect people for people they watch me um uh, for for Zoom already because I know say people they Zoom already. May them make sure say if they want watch we make we will be connected. Now I know so when I don't prepare. I know say coup plotters they be attack the county unapologetically. I be very much aware of that. There is reconstitution, there is expansion. Which it don't happen. Very briefly, when I both comment on that, which they happen, which don't happen. How ready will I be for this draft?
Um, as I talk, I'm say, so would they function as a county. At the same time, would they struggle for make sure say each LGA may be constituted. And how are we going to? How are we doing that? We are encouraging our other comrades from other LGAs. I mean to touch base with their other comrades, so that we should come together and then expand and then make up the LGAs, so that we'll be functioning as LGAs, not as a county. Because even though we function as a county, our different LGAs also need us to pay attention, because we're functioning as a county. The resources are like in a group. So, but we are doing our best to make sure that all the four LGAs should be fully constituted within a very short period of time.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. I
Yes, I
was
can hear
You
you.
know, I've been talking to myself. I keep you on the screen, then the talk assumes you hear. Like I was saying, I we are already connected on Zoom. From what I can see on the Zoom right now, we have some comrades are already sharing us on the Zoom, which is quite important. Thank you. I'm asking those who are watching us on Facebook, you can start connecting on Zoom because this program is not going to exceed the next 15 minutes. We have to be there. We will any discussion we have will be extended on Zoom. I can fully see the Zoom link is beaming up. They are playing some music on YouTube. I want to encourage those who are on Zoom right now to kindly ensure that they are streaming us on Facebook and keep those who are abreast to be very sure that we are connected. Whoever is watching and coordinating, make sure that those watching for us on Zoom. Okay, this is what I wanted to know, Honorable. I think Sister Florence said a lot about your county yesterday. Today, I want to know, in spite of these challenges, we now understand that the LGIS are not fully constituted, meaning this is one of those counties that Amazonians should lavishly, collectively respect the concept of the draft, because the draft is not something for tribalism. The draft means Amazonia is coming to draft in a particular place for a particular purpose because it is about Amazonia. So the draft is a strategy for us as a collective. I want you to tell me now, whatever framework or structure you have, how far have you guys gone with it? What are you people doing? What can Amazonians expect after tonight's draft based on the work you're doing? Maflo, please.
Yes, despite the challenges, Paddy, I can tell you that there are some people on the ground who are also standing strong as we are. And they are fighting a war on two fronts, which is very, very challenging because some people in the house have decided that without them, nothing can function, forgetting to know that there is nothing that lasts forever. Whether good or bad, there is an end to something. The president echoed something yesterday. He said there is going to be a point where he will be history. And it's important, what history are you writing for yourself? What legacy are you putting for yourself? Besides that, Paddy, we are ever ready. As I'm talking to you, if it's just me alone, I'll be inviting Ambassador to come and draft for Boyo because I am Boyo, son and daughter of Boyo, born and bred. And nothing can take that away from me. We are ready as ever. The few people who are standing as a county, each of these LGAs are actually represented. And when the coup plotters came and they said, oh, there was not going to be draft, you know what happened? Some people in Boyo actually tripled their draft and they have already paid for it. They have already paid. That actually made us to see that the people of Boyo are ready as ever. As I'm speaking to you, they are ready. They are already in the Zoom ready to draft. If you can bring another draft for Boyo tomorrow, we'll draft again. We are ready. And that's the challenge that we have.
And I've
That's
also received
amazing.
calls.
It is something that is sweet that I want us, everybody watching on Facebook, those who are planning to connect right now, we're connecting already. I'm connecting on every device. I want to be a part of it because what's my inspiration? You heard what Sister Florence just said. Even if I was the only one in Boyo, I will call you to come and draft for Boyo. Isn't that so sweet? And that is in sync with what we say. The last man standing. We will fight until the last man standing. That is a very strong message. That's the best speech I've heard for a long time. Even if I was the only one, I'll call you to come and draft. Honorable, talk to us, please.
Uh, I want to thank the team that is working in Boyo now under the leadership of Comrade Peter Mba. He's a dedicated leader. He's a wonderful leader, and he knows how to bring people together. And even the team that we have in Boyon right now, everybody is committed. You know, when you have a good leadership, just as we have Dr. Sako as the president of the Federal Republic of Amazonia, if you have a good leader, people will line up behind you. And Boyo is lining up behind our coordinator, Bobe Pitamba. I've had two people call me from Ground Zero today, and they send in their support. They don't work, but they are on Ground Zero. I mean, on the home front, but they are able to send support for Boyo. Just to, I mean, this is just to tell you that uh, even though the coup plotters came in and they thought that they have pushed us to the mud, we are still standing. And more people are going to come on board with us.
Now, this is what I want to say right here. Um, it's so inspiring the way you people are talking and you're appreciating hierarchy. That's something a lot of Ambazonians are not doing. We're going to round off right now to go. But I want to send this strong message. You have two people from Boyo. Can you imagine? Boyo is trying to reconstitute after evil practitioners destroyed it. But you have one of our biggest donors are coming from Boyo. I'm talking a patron of ABC, Ma Consilata, Mama Nini. She is a patron. Now she has subscribed for ABC Amber TV Club. She is a patron. She has drafted, and if we have anything, she's coming. So ABC Amber TV is taking this draft very personal. So in spite of all the hiccups, we have finally made sure that we are connecting, and we are very very connected right now. We're not going to have no issues again. You also have Bobby Goodman. He was traveling 2 weeks ago, and ABC needed money on some issues. He just disbursed it. These are the few. They don't need many. They are not just focused. I was talking to Mark Considata. He says, no, in our county, we have to take care of people there, but I must make sure our TV stays alive. That's very inspiring. I want to use this opportunity to thank Boyo County. In spite of what the coup plotters are doing, we have instrumental people from Boyo giving to ABC Amber TV and giving really big thank you. Thank you so very much. Thank you. I am so grateful. I'm so inspired. We're going to stay live as they give their rounding statements. I'll be playing some beautiful music coming from Boyo, and we will stop the streaming and come back live again when the president will be addressing the nation. Please, Manflo, you want to give a last statement? What do you want to tell Amazonians as we come now to draft? Just that last word that's going to inspire them.
Um, before I let me just make a statement, Paddy. The worst thing that ever happened to coup plotters and those who have tried to destroy the interim government was actually them leaving the interim government, because we have now seen and known who is who, and the team that we have now in the IG are really working so hard, and the home front, they are so instrumental. Mr. Ennis forgot there are other people who already drafted from home front. And that is so inspiring to us, even to me sitting here. Even if we have only one person standing upright, we are going to keep going. The Boyo people are drafting today. If you're a Boyo son and daughter, wherever you are and listen to me, please come and make your voice counted. If your voice is not counted today, it will be deleted tomorrow. Thank you, Paddy.
If your voice is not counted today, it will be deleted tomorrow. I didn't say it. You heard it from the horse's own mouth. If your voice, Honorable, talk to us, please.
I want to encourage every calm person who is still standing by the sidewalk, asking or saying to his or himself whether this thing is going to work. I want to tell Ambazonians that this war is real. France and La République tried to bury our story. many years ago, and I know it is difficult to bury the truth. So our story is out, and it will never be buried again. So the only way we can make our story real is to draft, and draft big, so that the more we draft, the faster we will get to Boya. Our destination is Boya and not Yaoundé. So we don't have two shortcut. Destination Boya.
Yeah. France and La République du Cameroon tried to hide our story a couple of days ago and failed. And the truth is, they are going to fail forever. Our destination is Boya and not Yaoundé. And that's why we would have to draft for every county to kick out the vestiges, all colonial vestiges. We must draft for every county. Ambazonia people, as when I watch, and Dr. Boyo, right? And Dr. Boyo, as
Mentong to Boyo
Asal
means
Boyo.
a salute Boyo. I'm greeting
let
Boyo.
me say, I did try. I need to do that. So now for Boyo, we did now so, and these are officials. These are leaders of Boyo. It is a crime I'm committing. And Nijo, as I'm talking to you, is watching me now. I'm frowning. Ma Arim is not going to whip me for keeping them for this long. But it was important that we talk to you. And the cause of the draft, we're going to have more discussion. I would like them to disconnect right now and connect as I keep you with this beautiful music mix coming in from Boyo, the DJ from Boyo, everything from Boyo. Enjoy Ambazonia as you watch Boyo. On Monday, I will have these two officials interviewed on ABC Amber TV as we get to narrate the history of Boyo, the culture, the touristic sites of Boyo, and to give you the good news. We know that Boyo is going to break the records this year. They're going to draft better than any year over. And talk to Boyo. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yes, I do more. Ikasi ba mi bua. Yes, I do more. Mi life for mana. Yeli akoma wo fose shirando se bua. Na yeli fute mana yeli ametwa ando wale bua. Ibale koma. Wen koma ibale koma. Wabonga fo wakfate koma.
Sister Flood, disconnect. Go for good. I don't catch you. You never disconnect.
We don't cry for long.
You get your
We
girls
don't
to
cry for
disconnect.
long now. What I finish for our eyes. What I finish for our eyes. We don't cry for long. We don't cry for long now. What I finish for our eyes. What I finish for our eyes. Anaisa sia yesu na iya koma chisa for more. Anaisa sia yesu na iya koma chisa for more. Hallelujah to more, ya to more. Hallelujah to more, ya to more. Wen koma igali kongo, ichini konge. Wen koma igali kongo, fabala komi lema. Wen koma igali kongo, ichini konge. Wen koma igali kongo, fabala komi lema. Yes, ya to more, ikasi ba mi bua. Yes, I do more. Me life for mana. Yeli akoma wo fose shirando se bua. Na yeli fute mana yeli ametwa ando wale bua. Ibale koma. Wen koma ibale koma. Wabonga fo wakfate koma. Na ibale koma. We don't cry for love. We don't cry for long now. What I finish for our eyes. What I finish for our eyes. We don't cry for long. We don't cry for long now. What I finish for our eyes. What I finish for our eyes. Anaisa sia yesu na iya koma chisa for more. Anaisesa esunaya koma chisa fumo. Hallelujah tumo, ya tumo, Hallelujah tumo, ya tumo, Wen koma igali kongo, ichini konge. Wen koma igali kongo, fabale komi lema. Wen koma igali kongo, ichini konge. Wen koma igali kongo, fabale komi lema. Yes, I do more. Because it by me, boy. Yes, I do more. Me like for me now. You come out for the shit. I know the boy. Now you live with them, now you live with one. Don't want the boy.
DJ back on the beat. For a yes, mama, you can go. I'm bomb to the madana. Mama yetano, fuaye mama yetano, wamom tilo madana kama mama. Fuaye mama yetano, yenge banga ko. Fuaye mama yetano, wamom tilo madana kama mama. Fuaye mama yetano, fuaye mama yetano, wamom tilo madana kama mama. Fuaye mama yetano. Jam ke jam sawana kai wati mazaga ngwando afukitio wasawa fana nyumawai wobifuwa masuse wo wai wana kina nyumlai na wai lala resuse boma dena na rima de lambo me na chima wachi mome ome wana ramu junge na yonga ko fuwa yesa mama yetano wambom kila madana kama mama fuwa yesa mama yetano Fuaye mama yetano, wambom kila madana kama mama. Fuaye mama yetano.
DJ Sam Kiss.
There's a devil wine. There's a devil wine. There's a devil wine. Such a man. There's a devil wine. Such a man. Another key chama yicham wine. A bulky chama yicham wine. A lumaki chama yicham. Oh man, there's a devil wine. Such a man. There's a devil wine. Young Grako, woman is a Diwana, there's a Diwana, woman is a Diwana. There's a Diwana, such a man, there's a Diwana, such a man, there's a Diwana, such a man, there's a Diwana, such a man. Don't find a jump wine, you only bother so you jump wine. Don't find a side jump wine, now find a jump wine. Now why you jump wine? Now why you jump wine? Oh, may you jump wine? Oh, we love you jump wine. Now why you jump wine? Now why you jump wine? Oh, may you jump wine? Young way back to the mama, you can go. I'm going to the mother, come on, mama. For a yes, mama, you can go. For a yes, mama, you can go. I'm going to the mother, come on, mama. For a yes, mama, you can go.
DJ Sam Kiss.
SG Record,
Omega's a devil wine, such a man as a devil wine, young wine, young grandpa. Omega's a devil one, there's a devil one, Omega's a devil one. There's a devil wine, such a man, there's a devil wine, young wine, there's a devil wine, such a man, there's a devil wine, such a man. Don't find a young wine, you only want to so you young wine. Don't find a side young wine, now find a young wine. Don't young wine, now find a young wine. Don't young wine, now find a young wine.
You already know, yeah? Some more leisure, I'm gonna feel what you my lady. Whoa, 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 whoa.
malane, ati konda vanange, tama kongova, baby marry me, baby marry me. Today as you see me, so I come with moto. I wanna take you go to the place where you go be now. One day, not deny me, oh, Mumbe Savanambo, yeah. Malama, Alibi, Malama, 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 Alibi, you are the only one for me. Malama, Malama, Alibi, Malama, 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 Alibi, tu es le seul dans ma vie. Malama, atikonda vanange, kama kongova, ale malane, atikonda vanange, kama kongova, baby marane, baby marane. Today as you see me, so I come with moto. I wanna take you go to the place where you go be now. One day, not deny me. Mumbe Savanambo, yeah. Malama, Mumbe, baby, Malama, Madali, Malama, Malama, Madali, yeah. You are the only one for me, Madali, Malama, Malama, Mumbe, baby, Malama, ma chérie, Malama, Malama, ma chérie, yeah. Tu es le seul dans ma vie, ma chérie, Malama. Afanga te komatu, ati ina wala leti mese poatu. Now you be the flower, to you the song, my darling, babe. Chérie, oh, my darling, oh, no do me nyanga, babe. Unkonga samala na kasala. Ah, la femme de ma vie, moi je suis calé, je vais faire ça comme ta famille. Viens mon bébé.
We don't need cry for love now. What I finish for our eyes, what I finish for
Master
our eyes.
Star on the beat.
We don't need cry for love now. What I finish for our eyes, what I finish for our eyes.
Anaisa sia esunaiya koma chisa fumo. Anaisa sia esunaiya koma chisa fumo. Hallelujah tumo, eh. Hallelujah tumo, eh. Wen koma igali kongo, ichini konge. Wen koma igali kongo, fabale kom ilema. Wen koma igali kongo, ichini konge. Yes, I do more because it by me boy. Yes, I do more me like for mana. Yeli akoma wo for se girando se bois. Na yeli pute mana yeli am toi ando le bois. Ibale koma. Wen koma ibale koma. Wabonga fo wa crowd koma. We don't cry for long, we don't cry for long now. What I finish for our eyes, what I finish for our eyes. We don't cry for long, we don't cry for long now. What I finish for our eyes, what I finish for our eyes. Anaisa sia esunaiya koma chisa fumo. Anaisa sia esunaiya koma chisa fumo. Hallelujah tumo, eh. Hallelujah tumo, eh. Wen koma igali kongo, ichini konge. Wen koma igali kongo, babale kom ilema. Wen koma igali kongo, ichini konge. Wen koma igali kongo, babale kom ilema. Yes, I do more, ikasi ba mi bois. Yes, I do more, me like for mana. Yeli akoma wo for se girando se bois. Na yeli pute mana yeli am toi ando le bois. Ibale koma. Wen koma ibale koma. Wabonga
for long. We don't dey cry for long now. What I finish for our eyes, what I finish for our eyes. We don't cry for long. We don't dey cry for long now. What I finish for our eyes, what I finish for our eyes. And I is a serious and I come at Jesus for more. And I is a serious and I come at Jesus for more. Hallelujah, tomorrow, tomorrow. Hallelujah, tomorrow, tomorrow.
When come igali kongo, ichini konge. When come igali kongo, fabale komi lema. When come igali kongo, ichini konge. When come igali kongo, fabale komi lema.
Yes, I tomorrow, ikasi ba mi bua. Yes, I tomorrow, mi life for mana. Yeli akoma wa fosse jira no se bois. Na yeli pute mana yeli ame toi ando wa le bois.
DJ back on the beat. Fuaye se mama yekendo, wambom pilo madana kama momo. Fuaye se mama yekendo. Fuaye se mama yekendo, wambom pilo madana kama momo. Fuaye se mama yekendo. Yembe banga ko. Fuaye se mama yekendo, wambom pilo madana kama momo. Fuaye se mama yekendo. Fuaye se mama yekendo, wambom pilo madana kama momo. Fuaye se mama yekendo. Now I long for one when I jump good jump so I pay what you love young one I forget you was our friend and my wife. Will be for my soul. Oh, I wanna keep in your line. Now I like a source. Bomber than a rima de lumber man. I tell my what you know. When I run with you, and a younger boy. What I is a mama yet to know. I'm going to a mother than I come home. What I is a mama yet to know. What I is a mama yet to know. I'm going to a mother than I come home. What I is a mama yet to know.
DJ Sam Kiss.
There's a devil wine. There's a devil wine. There's a devil wine. Such a man. There's a devil wine. Such a man. Another key to my wine. A bowl key to my wine. A lumber key to my oh man, there's a devil wine. Such a man. There's a devil wine. Wine. Young grandpa. Oh man, there's a devil wine. There's a devil wine. Oh man, there's a devil wine. There's a devil wine, such a man. 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 Don't not find a jump wine. You want me to so you jump wine. Don't find a side you jump wine. Now find you jump wine. Now why you jump wine? Now why you jump wine? Oh, may you jump wine. Oh, we love you jump wine. Now why you jump wine? Now why you jump wine? Oh, may you jump wine? Young way back. For a year, some mama you can do. One bomb kill a mother. Come on, for a year, some mama you can do. For a year, some mama you can do. One bomb kill a mother. Come on, for a year, some mama you can do.
DJ Sam Kiss.
There's a devil wine, such a man, there's a devil wine, young grandpa. Oh man, there's a devil wine, there's a devil wine. Oh man, there's a devil wine. There's a devil wine, such a man, there's a devil wine, there's a devil wine, such a man, there's a devil wine, such a man. Don't find the jump wine, you only want to so you jump wine. Don't find the side you jump wine, now find you jump wine. Don't you jump wine, now find you jump wine. Don't you jump wine, now find you jump wine.
You already know, yeah? Some more leisure, I'm gonna feel what you want. My lady, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Savanambo, yeah. Malama, Alibi, Malama, 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 Alibi. You are the only one for me. Malama, Malama, Alibi, Malama, 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 Alibi. Chela salala mavi, Malama. Atikonda vanange, kama kongava. Ale malane, ale malane. Atikonda vanange, kama kongava. Baby marani, baby marani. I today as you see me, so I come with moto. I wanna take you go to the place where you go. Be now one day, not tonight. Mumbai Savanambo, yeah. Malama, Mumbai, baby, Malama, Madali, Malama, Malama, Madali, yeah. You are the only one for me, Madali, Malama, Malama, Mumbai, baby, Malama, ma chérie, Malama, Malama, ma chérie, yeah. Tu es le seul dans ma vie, ma chérie, Malama. Afanga te komatu, ati ina wala leti mese poatu. Now you be the flower, to you the song, my darling, babe. Chérie, oh, my darling, oh. No do me nyanga, babe. Unkonga samala na basala. Ah, la femme de ma vie, moi je suis calé. Je vais faire ça comme ta famille. Viens mon bébé, ah, la femme de ma vie, moi je suis calé. C'est le bon Dieu qui m'a béni.
Wine Oswald, Kukwa, Etienne.
No doctor for love. Samo, Minnesota. I had your fashion. Yeah, Choma wine come. Now wine Julie.
Master Robusto on the beat.
Kiss.
Wait for joy. Wait for joy. Look at now when I ball left. Look at now when I love you. Look at now when I do on the left. Look at now when I lose you. Look at now when I got you. Look at now when I dig it to me. Look at now when I'm back in it. Look at now when I'm forgetting it. Do that.
Bom ta bơ yin phơ cho nơ mơ nơ đạ nơ mây nà Yö bư ma có mơ mà nó yầm dàng sơ á dư nơ có ma bây nơ nà Bom ta bơ yin phơ cho nơ mơ nơ đạ nơ mây nà mà nó yu wai yu kòm mà nó bụ chua chư nơ có ma bây nơ nà
Fine, there to there, what's on to love? Listen to bang back on, fine. There to there, what's on to love? Listen to bang back on.
Ma la li cha pe ka li Na cham ga ji cha mi ben se king salama Na su su gi na ma be lo tri konas Ma yu ti song e boy na kuma Ma yen cha se li se tu an se nyam ka nyam ma tong den du na na ka si gi ba na ye ba ba ni song e boy na kuma Yi du an se te find to the sa a
Fine. There to there, what's on to love? Listen to bang back on, fine. There to there, what's on to love? Listen to bang back on.
Come on. Yes, and do I go to one of them from the IUC? Gayan Chowa, will be so nice, and now we'll be gonna pay for
Please, if you're given the opportunity to talk, just make it brief because I didn't hear you rap. And if you are here, you have not seen experience, please go ahead and call so that they can join us and make it really brief. Again, time coming. At this time, we are going down like all members of having jamboree right. So now we're going to dive to the main part of the program. With an open prayer, we have to bring God to see this event through. And we're going to, that is done by a big man. His house. After that, he will follow suit for the meaning of silence. And our national anthem by nobody else but our leader in the house. And Niju so big man, the host writes a word of prayer followed by a minute of silence.
Thank you. Let us pray. Father, we bless your name tonight and welcome you, Holy Spirit. We declare that we are grateful for your presence in the house and for your leadership in this struggle. Thank you for this opportunity you have given us to serve our people in Tanzania. We are gathered here tonight to answer this call of duty to move from Egypt to
Recording in
Canaan.
progress.
Father, we bless your name because you have taken us a long way. And here we are gathered again in obedience to this call, knowing that, Lord, you are going to provide the manna that we need to move along this journey. We have come from gathered from corners and corners of this nation, of this world, to say, Lord, we are grateful for calling us Ambazonians, and we are proud. We know, mighty Lord, that you are replaying this clip again. This journey of your children moving from bondage into freedom. And we can see your handwriting that this will come to pass. The devil cannot stop this journey. The enemy cannot stop us. Because this is God's ordained. And we know that you are going to take it to the end. Father, we are here tonight with our widow's mind, knowing that you multiply it like the 5 bread and 2 fish, so that it will feed your children, supply the needs on our brothers on the front, and to see that we defy the enemy to the end. We pray your presence, we pray your blessings. We lift up our leaders, starting from our president and the cabinet. Oh God, we just pray that like one man, united, we will stand. And Holy Spirit, you will take total control during this program until the end of it. We cover this program with the blood of Jesus. We cover all our lives with the blood of Jesus. For in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Let us go straight for a minute of silence in remembrance of our fallen. Father, we want to bless your name again. And as we come together, we remember our brothers that have parted in shocking circumstances, fighting for the freedom of their land. Every time, Father, we come together,
Please speak out.
Sorry, Bobby, man, you need to unmute.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
So do we start all over?
Please, if you're not
Okay, let us take the minute of silence. I'm sorry, I was muted. Okay, let's take the minute of silence. Father, again, we just want to bless your name and thank you for our departed brothers who have left us on unfortunate circumstances. And Lord, every time we come together, we can feel and hear their voices crying in the spilled blood of Amberland. And we can hear you asking that question to Cain, La République, what have you done with the blood of Abel? Father, I pray that because of this blood that has been spilled, you will rise up from in terror and avenge our fallen people. Those that are hiding in the bushes, we pray, oh God, that us to do more. Faithful departures rest in perfect peace. Amen.
Please, may I request that they close mute everybody and don't let anybody write on mute so that we can move on smoothly without distractions, please.
Yeah, I can confirm that sincere apologies. But it's done now.
Thank you. So we'll move right on to our national anthem, and Nini Helmina and have co-host right, please. National anthem.
Yeah, sure.
And while she's doing that, Nijo, we get ready with the house rules, and then move on to the next.
No problem. Thank you.
My help.
Let's place our right hand on our left breast for the anthem. Hail, hail, hail this land of glory, we the Amazonians pledge our loyalty. Praise the Son, the Savior, who granted us allegiance today. So who brought this land with her. Glory to glory, rise and never to fall. Here in nation, glory, milk and honey. Glory, glory, glory to the Father who making a nation a judge forevermore. Amazonia, land of freedom, you shall live in plenty in your knees, and your children shall be like the stars above. The Most High God be the watchman of this nation. Amazonia, land of freedom, you shall live in plenty in our knees, and your children shall be like the stars above. The Most High God be the watchman of his nation.
Wow. Thank you for that angelic voice. Thank you so much. Thank you. Go ahead with the house. Thank you.
I think the fundamental house rule is for people to stay mute if they're not talking. And the second one is you have to talk, you have to try to mute yourself if you have to mute. And then when you're mute, please, if you account LGA chair, you have within 2 minutes to say what you're saying. And then, of course, if you are just Amazonia, you want to support Boyo, you can have more than 30 seconds. Otherwise, there are no other fundamental house rules that we introduce. We will keep reminding you guys as we move along with those settlements. And if we follow the agenda, we should be listening to the county coordinators. Thank you.
Absolutely, thank you so much. So we go straight ahead with the county coordinator, who's no other than Peter after your speech, you and the other people who will speak, then they will usher in our vice president for Chairman Peter, you have the floor.
And your co-host, just say your meetings.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. You see,
I hope your network will let you.
So more for my speech it's not very ceremony. This is not
Chairman Peter,
yeah.
you're breaking up, sir. You're breaking up.
So the president is the
Your voice is breaking up, Peter. Can you adjust, please?
there's no
Can you move away? Okay.
No, we can't hear you.
If you are on the internet, can you take over this use your data? Let's see if it's better.
Are we getting now?
No.
It's still breaking up.
And then the as a speech presented today on the occasion of the President of the Federal Republic of Amazonia, the Vice President, the Honorable Speaker of the
Do you want to take off your internet and just use your data?
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Comrade Peter is struggling. Let's give him a couple of minutes. I think he has to either change his device to
my mobile device. I was using.
Your mobile
Okay, please. Let me use my new mobile device. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, sorry for that. Market I go to Oh yeah, I'm using my mobile device. Presented here today on the occasion of the World Tourism for Boyo. The President of the Federal Republic of Amazonia, the Vice President, the Honorable Speaker of the Interim House of Representatives, the Head of the Judicial Council of the Ethics Committee, Cabinet members, and Undersecretaries, commanders and foot soldiers, the rank and file, heads of all constituted bodies, ABC, Humanitarian Fund, NSC, county and LGA chairs, fellow Amazonians, ladies and gentlemen. Permit me to take this opportunity to welcome you to this county called Boyo. Boyo is a very beautiful place to see and reside just by the sheer abundance of its nature, love, and affection of the indigents. 9 fondoms constitute Boyo, besides Boom and Achine, all plastered on the sides and valleys of beautiful round-headed hills forming a continuous chain that culminates in the Iji mountain range, itself being part of the Kilu mountain range, the second of such in Amazonia. It has luxuriant vegetation, crops spotted here and there, domestic trees of pears, mangoes, cola nuts, oranges, guavas, and plantains abound too, with an abundance of rainfalls from March all through to late September. The main activity is smallholder farming of maize, beans, potatoes, yams, cassava. The main cash crop being coffee and an abundance of talents. The principal landmark remains the Mbingo Baptist Hospital, nestled at the foot of Bayango Hill as you ease your way from Babanki. Boy is also home to the illustrious son, our former Prime Minister, A.N. Joa, and the mythical Afocom, well popularized by its southern movements around the world and in song by Prince Yerima. Mr. President, fellow Amazonians, for the 5th year running, this peace and beauty just painted have been disturbed and tainted by the activities of our principal enemy, La République du Cameroon, as a surrogate of France. We all remember with much pain and disdain the obnoxious slaying and beheading of Sam Sawyer under the eye of the camera. Following this macabre staging, the ruthlessness was unleashed on our people, livestock, and property. Systematically, a scorched principle had been orchestrated and unleashed on us. They kill, they rape, they steal, they cheat, they frustrate, they plunder, they maim, all attributes of the demon. No wonder the chief priest, rather the chief demon, came calling to see how demonic it was really going. However, the recent visit of Jean Macron at Tanganamara to his Reich, La République du Cameroon, shows that there has been shortness of breath due to milk and meat shortages, as an indication that the economic asphyxiation that the God-forsaken place has, the economic asphyxiation of La République has succeeded and has obliterated all hopes of its recovery. After our successful draft, we are going to move one notch with what I call Mami Wata sabotage and blockade. The impulsive acts of General Gaduru and Buba show the last kicks of a dying horse. And if you do not picture yourself booking into one of these prominent hotels in Boya, like the Chariot, Independence Flats, William Square, or even standing on the balcony of your own home in a free homeland in preparation for the October 1st Jamboree, then you may as well resign yourself to life in a group home out here. Because any way you look at it, even on a free homeland, you may never see it because it is that our thing. Among us in Boyo, it has not been easy going either. We have had our fair share of troubles in Boyo caused, as it was, by some who wanted to short-circuit the gains made over the years by revolutionaries in their vast numbers led by our valiant president, Dr. Sako. It is an open secret that we have had to do more combat among ourselves than with the known enemy, and this has taken a serious toll on us and may continue if our eyes continue to drift.
What was that right there will get pushed away.
Our eyes continue to drift from the price,
And those temperatures continue.
which is Boya. The crisis in Boyo made us to realign ourselves, losing the 3 LGAs that were already functional and active in favor of a single entity, the county. It also led to a drastic loss of membership and especially funds, as it left us penniless and clueless, back to square one, as the saying goes. You might have noticed a new voice and face, though the face is not visible, at the hem of Boyo. Yes, it is true. I want to insist that the history of Boyo will never truly be told if it fails to mention my predecessor, Bobe Kashen Willa, who in his unique way carried the flame in Boyo since the inception of the county and LGS structures. I wish him well in his new assignment and promise to carry on with the flame that still burns with more intensity and urgency, impossible to ignore. We also want to thank the Home Affairs, Mr. Peter and Steve, for helping us with our troubles. I also want to thank our resource mobilization for their tireless efforts in sourcing and providing the fuel that the revolution's combustion depends solely on. Not the least, I want to thank those that have worked with me tirelessly to make this happen. Obe Cletus, Obe Goodman, now I'm Gladys, now I'm Hermina, now I'm Florence, Dr. Toyang, Honorable Enes and Cheng, Ngong Divine, and anonymous donors who have stretched out their hands to support from home front. And the list goes on. A special thank you goes to the home front and restoration forces, for they bear on a daily basis the mayhem unleashed by feeble-minded La République, France, and her agents. They have stood the heat of the furnace, shielding our vulnerable population with their own lives. This government has a package for you. But for now, we say thank you for your service. For the 5th year running, we have not allowed this recklessness to go unchecked. We have constituted ourselves in various ways and have stood our grounds, much to the bewilderment of everyone. The story of David and Goliath. We have done this by committing our consciences to take the best whole of us and to support the home front, the crucible of this revolution, in all ways possible. For the 3rd consecutive time, we are gathered here again to raise funds for this valiant endeavor, namely to defend that which is ours. Just as the rest of the world looks at Africa to be undeserving of all the blessings that she has, so does La République and France see us as undeserving and unworthy of our resources and right to life, all natural gifts from the deity. I want to thank you all who in the previous years have singularly and collectively come to the rescue of Boyo. Any list of names here would never be exhaustive, but names that easily come to mind, like Ambazonia Bobo, whose alma mater is in Boyo, Don Wanobi, Kemita Ashu, Comrade UN, Omali Chama, and many others who have deployed their weight and talent in this struggle easily come to my mind too. Like Tom Sawyer, it is in his well-known adventures, we are here again today with a cap in our hands, begging, urging, persuading, cajoling our brothers and sisters to go deep into their pockets, mind and heart and soul, and pull generously in order to help us stem the tide of this curse on our people called La République and France. It is a curse that has befallen us. No one in his or her right mind would kill and proceed to roast kids, women, and old people, women whom you take the time to rape. As you give, remember, a living well never dries, but is replenished by the Almighty. The land of Kishike Boyo. Adra wo kuiwai nama mana du jakiri awi seboyo land Kishike land ajima asum ye yin na ne besin wo adji we lo ya ke we yo ya ke fa we yo le man adre wan team adre ne wan be fa we besin kere we re besin na uni ram yo men bo re ven ke shike land ke shike boy mu ke school semi e wainam ana veri du sikur alo alem ku ben ki kum ke tu bo awa ba ke school mbo re ven afore abar kasem kitruma so amo when we land is a boy be na man kan indu su le complain na wa no mo kasa wa ju ma ga ke ma na ga we wam men ge lu su men no mo ga ta kan sa fe ke fan ke se oi na ge ke fan ke se ge no mo ga ta yin tin sa ke ga ke ga Sin sitafe. Funa wengi fugas na wunchu luel. Awi who it was a ingang chundo awe kuma ab Dr. Sako. To ko so na follow kute. Awi choice. Abe na wa kiku no watem chi na. Watin chi to nini ki ko watuma. Bo ma yinga watu. Ai gya fa in Agas na chasi we na we. Als screen look for Swiggy and Lol and feel less can go with. We talk Kanoki. Kanoki back a look no cast. Wabalu said she wake up on coach and why you walk alone. But Kanoka can name coffee. Looking again a can name cocoa. Not treatment the father will say looking Kavamo can we do me. Swiggy and Fisher and that. Talk Kanoki. Can second go with. Barely. Let me end this here by the customized version of this saying. To those who are think people, when they come and took Lampu, I did not say anything. I was not a Manjong man, and it did not concern me. When they came and took Abeni, the headmaster, I did not say anything. My children not attending his school anymore. It did not concern me. When they came and took the Imam of the mosque down the street, I said nothing. Because not being a Muslim, it did not concern me. When they came for me, there was no one to speak. Because even the town crier who used to warn us had been taken. Thank you, Mr. President, and the entire entourage, and welcome to Boyo. As you steer this ship to Boyo, I want to say this. I do not know the exact weight that is on your shoulders, but all I know so well is that you are very aware of this tremendous responsibility and that your leadership is not a game of chance. Those who stand with you, for you, around you, just like those who stand against you, do not depend on you for their lives, for their happiness, for their joy, and for their dignity. Ultimately, the struggle of Amazonia and southern Cameroon dates even far back to the spectacular walkout from the Eastern House of Assembly in Nigeria. That to me is too long a time for people who are natives without a homeland, people with an inheritance, but who are homeless, people with wealth, but who are poor, people who have banks, but are hungry, people with a life without any law. I can never say when slavery was abolished, the shackles were loosened in degrees. I'm quoting Frederick Douglass. And let me add, slavery has just mutated from physical to mental. We shall eventually have time for fanfare and celebration when the appropriate moment comes. I'm so sorry this speech was long. At one point, one has to be so passionate. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, everyone, for coming here to Boyo. Thank you so much.
Wow, thank you so much, Sam and Peter. Um, I think after your speech, or if there's any other person you want to speak from Boyo, uh, because you've taken this long, I think you just go ahead and welcome the Vice President to give us a word of motivation. We may revisit, we have to catch up with time. Please, thank you.